Have you ever felt like you're fighting a silent battle no one else can see? Each morning you wake up facing the same barriers, the same doubts, the same voices telling you that you're not now. And sometimes, deep inside, you start believing them. Most people spend their whole lives accepting their disadvantages as their destiny. Born with little, you'll die with little. No connections, you'll never rise. Introverted, you'll always stay unseen. They allow circumstances to define their limits. But there exists a mindset powerful enough to turn any weakness into a hidden advantage, a perspective that transforms limitations into strengths. When you master this, people notice something different about you, something they can't explain but deeply respect. Today we explore the mind of a legendary warrior who proved that what you lack doesn't define you, how you think does. His name was Minamoto no Yoshitsune, a man who transformed being the weakest into becoming the most feared, if you're watching. It means you feel a fire inside you, potential that hasn't been unlocked yet. You want to break through barriers and finally start winning? That is exactly what this lesson will reveal. Yoshitsune wasn't just a figure in Japanese history. He was a living example of turning impossibility into destiny. Born during a brutal civil war in 1159, he started life with every disadvantage. His father was killed when he was only a year old. He was raised far from home in a monastery. No wealth, no army, no influence, yet instead of seeing limits, he saw opportunities to think differently, while other young warriors trained the same way, followed the samurais, and repeated the same beliefs. Yoshitsune developed a mind that operated outside the boundaries others accepted. He became a master of unpredictability. His enemies didn't fear his weapons, they feared his creativity. Many battles were won before they began simply because opponents couldn't anticipate him. This ability is what modern psychologists call a cognitive advantage, the power to see solutions where others see dead ends. Neuroscience today confirms what Yoshitsune embodied centuries ago. Strength comes not from the resources you hold, but from the way your mind interprets challenges. So, what does it mean to have a revolutionary mindset? It means refusing to accept the world the way it is simply because the others do. It means questioning the impossible every time you hear it. It means treating limitations not as walls, but as invitations to innovate. Think about the last time you faced an obstacle that felt impossible, maybe financial pressure, academic pressure, or a personnel conflict. How did you respond? Most people freeze. They assume nothing can change, so nothing does, but Yoshitsune moved in the opposite direction. He asked, why does it have to be this way? When people said something couldn't be done, he went looking for the angle no one else had considered. This mindset can transform your entire life, your uniqueness, your quiet nature. Your lack of resources, your hardships, these are not flaws. They are your superpowers waiting to be used. Yoshitsune turned impossible terrain into legendary victories. At the Battle of Ichinotani, instead of attacking from the obvious direction, he did what no one expected. He led his troops down a steep cliff of Irione assumed was impossible. That single, unpredictable move changeth war. The modern lesson? If everyone in your field is doing the same thing, your opportunity lies in doing the opposite. Next, turning weakness into strength. At the Battle of Dan no Ura, Yoshitsune's smaller fleet should have lost to Japan's massive navy. But instead of trying to match strength with strength, he used his weakness, small, fast ships, to create patterns the enemy couldn't counter. What everyone assumed would defeat him became the very thing that secured victory. In your own life, the traits you think hold you back can become your edge. Being shy means you observe what others miss. Having limited resources forces creativity. Not fitting in gives you the freedom to create your own lane. Finally, adaptability. Yoshitsune changed tactics constantly, like water changing shape. Buddhist values his integrity were unshakable, like rock. Even when it cost him everything, he stayed true to his principles. And because of that, he became immortal in history. People who hold on to their values while staying flexible in their strategies achieve not just temporary success, but lasting impact. To build this revolutionary mindset, you need daily practice. Morning. Intention. Decide one thing you will challenge today. Disruptive action. Do something bold that breaks a pattern. Night reflection, review your courage, your progress, and your next move. This system rewires your brain over time, strengthening decision-making and resilience. The message Yoshitsune leaves us with is simple but powerful. Greatness is not about what you have, it's about how you think. When you adopt this mindset, you stop living by the rules others create and start writing your own. The question is, what rule will you break today?